When people retire, their lives change in a lot of ways. Retirement, of course, means not going to work every day, which can sound like a lot of fun most of the time. But it also means losing a big part of your daily routine, including seeing a lot of people who were your friends at work. And this change can make it hard to keep long-term friendships alive. Now, I didn't have that many close friends before I retired. I've never really had a lot of close friends. And now that I am retired, many of those I considered close friends have moved into the close acquaintances category. And there are a lot of reasons for this, I think. And today we'll just touch on a few of them. And we'll throw in some tips for keeping your friends as long as you can, just for good measure. You know, before retirement, people often have a regular schedule. They go to work, they have lunch at the same time, they see the same people day in and day out, and this routine makes it easy to stay in touch with the people that you consider to be your friends. After retirement, your schedule changes. Now, a lot of your friends may still be working, while others might have actually moved away. Or maybe you moved away. And this makes it really hard to find times to meet up and stay in touch. And this is doubly hard in my case because I work so far from home. It isn't such an easy task just to go see someone. And at work, people often talk about the same things, like work projects or upcoming events. And these common interests help your friendships to grow over time, as long as you're not, wanting to kill each other in the process. After retiring, people might not share the same interests anymore. For example, one person might take up gardening in their retirement years, but another person decides to start traveling. Different hobbies can make it harder to find things to talk about. And again, for me, I'm probably the only one in my close friend group with a YouTube channel. Very few of them share a passion for photography. And I can promise you none of them are making and uploading a video every single day like I am over on the Life in Motion Diaries channel. What was I thinking? Retirement sometimes means moving to a new place, like a smaller house or even a retirement community. And this move can put physical distance between friends. And even if you promise to stay in touch, it can be hard when you're not just a short drive away or just down the hall. Again, in my case, I was 88 miles from work and 88 miles back to home. And several of you have commented that you had similar experiences. My work friends are in a different city. They're miles away from me. And because I was always away in Knoxville, I have few, if any, friends here locally in Chattanooga. Now, thankfully, I'm an introvert, and I'm not despondent over this. So I want to talk about 3 steps you can take to keep your friendships strong. Because even though it can be challenging, there are ways to keep friendships after retirement. And here are the 3 steps that I've decided to talk about today. First of all, stay in regular contact. One of the best ways to keep a friendship strong is by just staying in touch. And this doesn't mean you have to see each other all the time, but regular communication does help. You can simply call or video chat with your friends. This can be done once a week or once a month or whenever works best for both of you. And these chats don't have to be long, but they do help keep the connection alive. Now, I have friends that regularly post videos to one another in an app called Glide. There are 5 or 6 of us in that group, and we've been friends for nearly 2 decades. Another group stays in touch through texting every single day. We keep up with each other's lives, but we also share funny memes we found online or talk about important news events of the day. Platforms like Facebook or Instagram are great for keeping in touch. Now, as many of you know, if you've been around this channel for very long, I left Facebook a long time ago, and I went with an app called MeWe. But very few of my long-term friends followed me there, and that's okay. By using various social media platforms, you can share photos or comment on each other's posts and stay updated on what's happening in each other's lives. Instagram has proven to be a big help in that for me. And of course, sometimes a handwritten card or a letter can mean a lot. It's a personal way to show you're thinking about someone. I don't personally do that, but I hear it can be quite effective. The second thing that you can do is to plan activities together, because another good way to keep friendships strong is doing things together. Planning activities gives you a reason to meet up and create new memories. And so here are a few ideas. Meet for coffee or lunch. Even if you can't do it often, meeting up for a meal or coffee can be a great way to catch up. I recently had a friend visiting Chattanooga on business who invited me to have coffee downtown while he was here, and it was extremely enjoyable. You can join a group or a club. If you and your friends share a hobby, consider joining something together. It could be a book club, it could be a gardening club, an exercise class, or a photography group. And this can be a fun way to stay connected without having to really intrude much else on your schedule for the day. And then if you are so inclined, you can also travel together. If you both enjoy traveling, then book a trip. It doesn't have to be far, it doesn't have to be expensive. Even a day trip can be a fun adventure. Maybe your families would like to spend a week at the beach together, or just meet up somewhere in between your locations and spend the day together. And the third thing that you can do, and maybe the most important thing, is to be supportive and to be understanding. Because being both supportive and understanding is key to maintaining strong friendships, whether you're retired or not. Retirement can be a big adjustment, and sometimes people just feel lonely or unsure about the next steps. So here's some ways you can be there for your friends. Sometimes your friend might just need someone to talk to. Be a good listener and show that you care about what they're going through. It's not about what you have to tell them. It's about the fact that they need to feel heard. And if your friend is facing challenges like health issues or moving to a new place, offer some help. Even small gestures like bringing over a meal or helping run some errands can make a big difference in their lives. And then I would encourage you to possibly celebrate important moments together, like birthdays or anniversaries. These celebrations can be a great way to show your friend that they are really, truly, honestly important to you. Retirement can make it harder to keep long-term friendships strong because of changes in your schedules, changes in interests, and the physical distance between you. But by staying in regular contact, planning activities together, and being supportive of your newly retired friends, you can keep these friendships alive. Friendships are important for happiness and well-being, even for the most introverted among us, especially during times of change. So take these steps to nurture your friendships and enjoy the special connections you've built over the years. Let me know what you're doing to keep your friendships alive after retirement in the comments, and I look forward to reading them. And as always, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.